So here today in this class we'll see the tolerance grade. Okay, so it is usually denoted by small letter I. And what is this tolerance grade means? It is the indication of degree of accuracy of the manufacturer. Okay, whenever a manufacturer manufactures the component, the tolerance grade, okay, indicates its degree of accuracy. Okay, whether he is giving the more tolerance or whether he is giving the less tolerance to the component dimensions, that it actually indicates. So there are 18 standard tolerance grades are there, which are called as fundamental tolerance grades, and they are designated by IT01, IT0, and IT1 to IT16. Okay, 1, 2, and here 16. So total 18 tolerance fundamental tolerance grades are there. Okay, IT01, IT0, IT1 to IT16 means in between that IT1, IT2, IT3 like this up to IT16. And the tolerance values corresponding to the IT5 and IT16 are determined using the standard tolerance unit I. Okay, the standard tolerance unit is I, which will be usually indicated in terms of microns, and it depends on the function of the basic size. Okay, what is this IT1, IT16? Okay, what will be the tolerance value? How to calculate this? For that we have to use the tolerance unit I. Okay, so what is that actually meaning? You see this. See, this is a formula for I. The tolerance standard tolerance unit, it is I, which is 0.453 cubed root of d plus 0.001 times d. Whatever the answer, you have to substitute the value of m in terms of mm, and you will get the answer in terms of microns. Okay, that is an important thing you need to remember. Then what is this d? The meaning of this d will be the geometric mean of lower and upper diameters. Okay, the value of this d will be geometric mean of lower and upper diameters. You know the what is geometric mean? If a and b are two values, then what will be the geometric mean of a and b is square root of a into b. That will be the geometric mean. Okay, so that value, what is this upper and lower diameters? Okay, that you have to understand. For that, see here, suppose in the problem it is given that the basic size is say 25 mm. The basic size is 25 mm. That time you have to see these steps. Okay, you have to see these steps and in which step that 25 mm lies. Okay, so for example 1 to 3, here 25 is not falling, 3 to 6 no. So like this if you see, so 18 to 30, 18 to 30, in this range the 25 mm will lies. This step will be given to you in the problem statement. So if 25 mm is the basic size, this will be the step in which the 25 mm is going to lie. So you have to take the geometric mean of these two. This is the lower and this is the upper diameter. So which will be the d is given by square root of 18 into 30. That will be the answer of d. That value d you have to substitute here in this equation. You will get I. Okay. Once you get I, say the tolerance standard tolerance grade is IT5. Okay, you will get I and say the tolerance grade is IT5. Then for that the equation will be, so for that this will be given. Okay, this table or individual definition will be given. Say it is IT6 is given, then it will be 10I. Okay, so that value of I you have to substitute here. Here it is only written 10. It will be multiplied by the value of I. Where you will get I is here. Where you will get D is, you have to refer this standard step. See, these will be given to you in the problem statement. Okay, that will be the given data. Using them you have to find out. So, and what is the use of this these holes and shaft assembly pairs. See the H, always remember the capital letters indicates for the hole and small letter is for shaft. H8, this H8 means H is the hole and 8 means IT8 you have to refer. Okay, this is how hole and shaft will be designated. If it is H9, then you have to refer the whole H and IT9. That is the tolerance grade. IT9 means what? That is 40I. Okay. So this is how you have to refer. And where these are going to use. Some I have listed. Okay. The application of this H8 hole and R6 shaft. These are the bearing bushes in casting, car wheel axles. Okay, these where you are going to use this hole and shaft. Understood? So this is about the theory part. So today we'll see one problem. Okay, so we'll see one problem so that how to determine the limits of shaft and hole. See, this is the problem statement. I think you can see this new word file which I have shared. One of you can say whether you can. So here, what is the problem statement given? Listen carefully. Determined the tolerance on the hole and shaft for the precision running fit designated by 50H7G6. Only this will be the problem statement. Okay, and this will be the given data. Okay, what he is telling is you have to find out the tolerances on the shaft and hole, okay, which will be designated by 50H7G6. Here this 50 means your basic size, H7 means hold H and IT7 you have to refer, G means shaft G and the 6 means IT6 you have to refer. Understanding? For that he has given the data 50 mm lies between 30 to 50 mm, and this is the formula for determining I. Okay, and fundamental deviation of hole H is 0. Sometimes this will not be given because it is known that the hole H and shaft H both are having a fundamental deviation 0, and fundamental deviation of shaft G will be given the formula minus 2.5 d raised to 0.34, and IT7 is 16I and IT6 is 10I. Okay, and also state the actual maximum and minimum sizes of the shaft and hole. Okay, so this is the problem statement. The fundamental of this problem will be, first you have to identify the limits of the hole and shaft. Okay, then you can easily identify the maximum and minimum sizes of the hole and maximum and minimum allowance of the hole and shaft. So using this data, you have to start. What will be the first step? Always remember you have to identify D. So solution is given here. So 50 mm lies in a standard step of 30 to 50 mm, that is given in your problem statement. Using these two, first to identify D. So D is given by geometric mean of 30 and 50. That is square root of 30 into 50 will be 38.7 mm. Okay. So once you get D, you have to find out fundamental tolerance unit I. This formula is also given in your problem statement. I is given by, so whatever the same formula I am using, I will substitute the value of D in mm, and whatever answer you will get, that will be in terms of microns. Okay, please take care of this. Any of you will make the mistake here only. You will get the answer in microns here in I, but you will be substituting the value in mm. Okay, don't write this as directly in mm, it will be wrong. After finding out D and I, this D and I will remain same for your hole and shaft calculations. Okay, D and high will remain same for your hole and shaft calculations. Now go for the hole H7. Okay, this is the hole H7 calculation I am doing. The fundamental tolerance or tolerance grade is 16I. So directly will be given, if it is given H7, directly you have to refer this IT 7, which is equal to 16I. The same is taken here, 16I, and you have to substitute the value of I, that will be in terms of microns, and you will get the answer. Okay, whatever answer you will get, convert that into mm. Okay, here you are getting 24.9 microns, approximately say around 25 microns. It is converted into mm, that is 0.025 mm. Understood? And what will be the fundamental deviation of the hole? Okay, fundamental deviation of the hole is 0, as given in the again in the problem statement. So you have calculated the tolerance unit and the fundamental deviation. Now directly finding out the limits of the hole. The maximum limit of the hole is given by basic size plus fundamental deviation plus your tolerance. The minimum limit will be basic size plus fundamental deviation. There will not be any tolerance. Understood? So basic size, you can remember this easily. So you can substitute. The basic size is 50, because here it is given in the problem statement 50 H7 G6. Okay, 50 plus the fundamental deviation is 0. And what is the value of tolerance? This is the value of tolerance, 0.025 mm. So if you add, the maximum limit will be 50.025 mm, and minimum limit is basic size plus fundamental deviation, that is 50 plus 0. Fundamental deviation of hole H is 0. So you will get 50 mm as a one another limit. So maximum limit, both minimum limit you have calculated. So this is how usually you denote the tolerance. Okay, this you know how to write. 50, one limit is 0.00 or 50 itself, plus 0.025, that is the another limit. Understood? This is how you are calculating the basic limits of hole. Now come to the shaft G6. Okay, because H7 and G6 he has mentioned. So here the value of D and value of I will remain same even for the shaft calculation also. So first thing is you have to calculate the fundamental tolerance, or that is the tolerance value. Here you have to refer 6, means IT 6 in your problem statement. So IT 6 is 10I he has given. So 10I, which is equal to, you will get the answer. You have to substitute the value of I here. You will get in terms of micron, because you will be substituting the value of I in terms of microns. So then you convert this into mm. You will get 0.016 mm. And fundamental deviation of the shaft G is not 0. Okay, don't take directly 0. It is only for hole H and shaft H 0. If it is other than H, then it will be some equation. So here it is given fundamental deviation of G shaft is minus 2.5 d raised to 0.34. That equation you have to use. Substitute the value of D, which you found out earlier already. Okay, that is 38.7. Directly you substitute. Again you will get the value here in terms of microns, that you convert into mm. And please note down the sign which he has given. That is important. Okay, so in the problem statement he has given the positive or negative, that only you have to note down. So you will get minus 0.009 mm as a fundamental deviation. Okay, so again, now how to calculate the limits of the shaft? Again, for maximum limit, here again it will be same as this, but only thing is you have to change the sign, because fundamental deviation he has given negative. If he has given this as positive, then here you have to take positive. That is the only thing you need to take care. So maximum limit will be basic size minus fundamental deviation. Minimum limit will be basic size minus fundamental deviation minus tolerance. You have to do. Okay. So if this fundamental deviation is given positive, then this will become positive. Okay. That you please remember. So basic size will be 50 minus fundamental deviation is here minus 0. Sorry, it is 0.009. Again, don't put minus and minus. I am putting the minus sign. This is because he has given this sign as minus. Or else you can write it as positive, but you have to substitute the value of fundamental deviation as negative. Both are of same meaning. So if you are getting confused, directly you take this as negative and no need to worry about the sign here. Directly you substitute only the numerical value minus 0.009. So you will get one limit, that is 49.991 mm. That is the maximum limit. The minimum limit is basic size minus fundamental deviation minus tolerance. That is 50 minus, again the fundamental deviation, only you substitute the value because I have taken the negative sign already, 0.009 minus the tolerance. Okay, what tolerance you have to substitute? This value you have to substitute, 0.0016. So you will get the another limit, that is 49.975 mm. So how to designate this? You can write 50 minus 0.025, which means after adding these two, it will be 0.025, and considering only this as the one limit. So that those are the two limiting values. Okay, or else directly if you find out the maximum limit and minimum limit is okay. If you are getting confused with this, you can skip writing this, no problem. Okay, the thing is maximum limit and minimum limit you find out. And what about the maximum clearance and minimum clearance? Directly you remember this, whatever the formula I have written, the maximum clearance is given by maximum limit of the hole minus minimum limit of the shaft. The minimum clearance is given by minimum of the hole and maximum minus maximum of the shaft. And those two values you will be having here and here. And regarding hole, if the values are here. Okay, you refer those values and substitute, you will get the answer. That is the maximum and minimum clearance. Okay, so this is how you have to solve the problem. Usually the problem will be like this only, there is no change. Okay, if you have any difficulty, if you are not understood, please ask here. I will try to explain it once again. So there is a one more problem given. You try to solve this. I have not given the solution here. You can note down this problem statement and try to solve this. So in the next class, we'll discuss the answer. Or you can solve here only, still time is there.